Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Scum single player episode. So, previous episode, we built this wee daft thing, and we also went a wee bit of an exploration into Bravo 3. We returned home, and yeah, we made ourselves another box. But off camera, I've been a little bit of a busy bee. I didn't want to spend a whole episode building a base. I'm not all about... As much as I love building bases, I don't like to make it a massive focal point of the episode. So what I'm going to show you is what I've made so far. So, like the previous episode, as I said, I did a 2x4 or a 4x2, so 4 long, 2 deep. And I've done like the partial end of it right here, where I've got a little spiral staircase. I can go up. And we'll have a second level. Or sorry, a first floor, because this is the ground floor. Even though that's the ground, that's the first floor, is the second floor. I'm joking, I'm totally joking. Ground floor, first floor. I might even put a third floor or a second floor on this, depending on what I want to do with it. Because what I want to do on this end is I want to make this end a garage, because it will lead to that, it'll essentially lead to that road, and there's actually a cargo drop in Alpha 3, which is the one that I'm in, and it's literally just over there. Anyway, the other benefit is, as I said, we will be getting a plane eventually, and there's plenty of places here to land a plane. In fact, there's a very good landing strip right there. That nice, long tarmac road. Just don't crash into the bridge. But what we're going to do today is we're going to complete the first level, or the ground level, of this base. Now, I have been busy chopping down a couple of trees, you know, getting all my sticks and stuff ready, so I've got lots of logs right here. I don't know how much I've got in total here. It won't be enough to fill everything. Probably, it might be enough actually. It might just be enough to fill everything here. I might not have the amount of sticks, however, but we'll find out. We'll have a wee look at this. So what we're going to do, Shift F on all of these things right here, because if we Shift F, we use our cutting tool, which is our axe. We'll just fill all the areas with the axe that we don't actually need to fill. There we go. So that's that one, that's that one, that's that one done. So they should all be filled with at least one use of an axe. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to get these kind of support columns all finished off. So we need 1 log per support column. So we've got 1, we've got 4 here, 5, 6, 7. So we need 7 logs. Stand here, and we'll just move up 7 logs. So that's 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and number 7. 1 in there, 1 in there, 1 in there, 1 in there. Make sure not to face this, because it will end up using 2. Let's move these logs over a wee bit, just like so. And what we want to do is we want to look at that, we want to look that way, we want to look that way. So that should be a log in just about every frame. It is perfect. Now we go over here, and we should have, there it is, there's the rope. And what else we're going to pick up here is hopefully some wire. We need some thread. I'm going to use this thread because it's only 1 out of 15. I can't use it on anything else. I may as well use it on the base itself. There's another wire right there. So now what we can do is we can just complete. So we'll use Shift F, Shift F, Shift F, Shift F, Shift F, and Shift F. There we go. All frames are complete. So this allows us to get the rest of the walls placed now, because you're only allowed a maximum of, I believe, 10 blueprints. 10 blueprints total. So there's 7 here. 7 of these frames that we just completed, plus 3 wall sections. But what we can do now is we can start making some interesting wall sections. So we'll just put a wee window there. A wee window there. And we'll do a double door. We'll do a nice double door. Like that. So a double door in here. And then the rest of these walls we will just do as blank walls. Just as so. Just like that. Perfect. So we need 2 logs per wall. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 logs in total. So let's get 16 logs. Let's see if we've actually got 16 logs to actually use here. So there's 1 wall, there's 2 walls, there's 2 and a bit walls. So what we'll do is we'll just move this a little bit closer actually. Put them there, move them a wee bit closer. There we go. we might have enough for this. We might actually have enough logs for all of these. The downside is, I don't know if these need... No, they don't. I was hoping that they didn't need any wooden planks, but it seems as though they don't. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We've got 16. Shift F, Shift F, Shift F, Shift F, not Shift W, because if we Shift W, it's auto walk. And we need to move one more over here. And there we go, that's 2. And we need 2 over here. So we were short 1. We're short by 1. We still have logs. We still have logs to use. Perfect. Put that in there. And what we'll do is we'll just pick one up, because we don't need to use any more logs now. All the logs that we need are now pretty much sorted now. So 2 logs, 2 logs, 2 logs, 2... Wait. Yeah, 2, 2, 2, 2. Perfect. Excellent. Good. Right. Next thing that we need to move on to is the sticks. Now, this is why I've got my axe on me. And it's also the reason why I've got all these clumps of tree branches with me as well. I'm going to cut up 2 of these to... Hopefully I get enough sticks from this. It should be enough. It should be enough. Should just be enough. I might have to burst open another one. Burst open 3. But what I'm going to do is we are going to save the small sticks, and you can see all the long sticks there that have just fired off to the left there. Those big sticks we are going to turn into small sticks, and we should be getting at least 5 per long stick. The mathematics doesn't add up when you obviously look at the size of them, but that's just how it is. That's just genuinely how it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to move these down, and we're going to pick up a few of these, just like so. And I'm going to drop these ones on the ground here, because what I want to do is I want to turn these into small sticks beside the building source. I don't want to be turning them into small sticks away over there and not having the building materials close to the source. It just creates more problems. It's you transporting it from one location to another. You may as well just pick them up, move them to the location they're supposed to be in, and then doing it that way. That way you can get all of your sticks in the right area at the right blueprint, and you don't have to transport anything or turn them into bundles, which I see a lot of people doing. That's not the wrong thing to do. You can do that if you want. You can turn them into a long stick bundle or a short stick bundle, where you cut the tree down, or where you cut down your sticks or your bushes down. You can do that. That's totally fine. You can do it that way. I just find it's more efficient doing it this way. It just feels more efficient doing it this way. Right. I think we should just do that again. So again, building them at the source. So we got three walls out of that. So what we can do here is we can just drop these around us, get a little bit closer to the blueprints themselves, and let's cut up all these big sticks right here. Again, move them closer to the source. Means that you're moving resources closer to the building, basically the blueprint. Cutting down time makes it more efficient, that kind of thing. It's just efficiency at the end of the day. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. Right. As soon as we get done with this building, however, as soon as we get done with this, I'm not going to put a roof on it. I will be putting floors on it. And the upper level, I'm going to turn it into maybe a living quarters, or just maybe where I'm going to place all my loot. Do we have enough sticks for the next lot? We do. And that is the first ground, or really the first floor, or the ground floor completed. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. Over time, we will populate the upper parts here. You can see where we're going to be placing, obviously, the floors. So we're going to be placing 2, 4, 6, 7 floors. 7 floors in total. We've got our little spiral staircase. We're going to put a nice big roof on this sucker up here. I might even think about a balcony out towards the garage as well, because that would be pretty cool. Like a balcony out here, that would be pretty interesting. But the last thing that we need to do is we need to put a door on it. There we go. Shift F. And I think we've got enough logs to do this. Shift F. We need a couple more little sticks. So what we'll do is we'll just find all the wee little sticks right here. There we go. There's 2 that we need. And there we go. There's our door. A very twiggy building. A very, very twiggy building. But it's my little building. It's my little building. Now, let's just see how much a twig floor is. How much is a twig floor? I'll just populate everything here. So, it's actually really, really cheap. So what we're going to do is we're just going to populate all the spaces here that have a nice square area with floors. There we go. And drop down here. What we can do now is we can just do Shift F, Shift F, Shift F, Shift F again, and we'll do Shift F on the last few over here. So Shift F here, Shift F here, and Shift F here. That should be all of them pretty much filled with a rope and a cutting tool, or cutting instrument if you want to call it that. Next thing we need to get is the sticks, and we've got plenty of short sticks, all these small sticks. Make use of the small sticks. Honestly, you'll be kicking yourself when you don't make use of the small sticks. They're beneficial. They make life a lot easier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we can only do 4. In fact, we can only do 3 at this point because there's only 3 left. So 2, 4, 6. There we go. That should be the 3 that we need. Shift F, Shift F, then Shift F. There we go. A nice big area for us to run about on. Nice big area to run about on. I could start thinking about placing the next set of walls on this, but as I said, I don't want to make this entire episode all about base building. I want to try and get out. Is that dropped? Did the drop? I've probably left it too late. I've probably left that a little bit too late. It doesn't matter though. But the rest of the episode, I kind of want to go out and see if I can find myself a vehicle. Or maybe even go to Bravo 1 airport and see if I can try and pick up an aeroplane. Now, I know for a fact that a lot of people in the comments want to see some flight. They want to see some airplanes in this general area. The other thing is, I need an airplane mainly so I can fly it to a trader. I would prefer a wheeled vehicle, preferably a Leica or a Rager or something to that effect. You know what I mean? Something to that effect. I would not like. I like the planes. Don't get me wrong, but for right now, I would much rather have a Leica, a Volkswagen, or a Rager at this point. I kind of feel that they'd be quite beneficial to me right now, because as good as the planes are, and I'm not saying the planes are bad at all, I'm not saying that, I much prefer driving than I do flying. It's not because I'm bad at flying, it's not because I'm the best driver in Scum. It's going to trigger a few people. But it's just preference for overall capacity for inventory items. So I'm just going to quickly complete this bed as well. Whilst I'm here, I may as well get myself a fresh bed, a wee cot. Right, if we walk over this way, we should get a bunch of small sticks. I say that and we've got no small sticks. Have we ran out of small sticks? That's fine, we can just make do with long sticks. In fact, I can't use small sticks. I do need long sticks because that's what I need for the cot itself. And we only needed 3 as well, which is beneficial. Right. 1, 2, and where's number 3? Where's number 3? Number 3, number 3, number 3. Do I see any? Do you guys see any rags in here? I don't see no rags in here. I think I've got all my rags. I think I got all the ones that I made in the previous episode. That's fine. That's totally fine. What we can do instead is just cut up a willy warmer. And I'm going to use my axe for this, apparently. A fantastic cutting tool, especially for rags. Perfect. There we go. There's our little bed. There's our little cot. And what we can do now is we can delete this one. We can just destroy this. Now, you don't get anything back for destroying this. You don't necessarily get anything, I don't mind it. I don't mind having not having anything back for it. But what we need to do is we need to make sure that this flag doesn't get destroyed. It won't get destroyed, but my hope... you never know with this game sometimes, with some of the little minor bugs and stuff like that. Sometimes things can happen. Sometimes things can just happen. I'm going to place a little farmable plot right here as well, because I feel like farming is going to be a big part of this this series as well. It seems as though we need to do a little bit of cutting here. So what we're going to do is we're going to find that base, or not the baseball bat, but the bat itself, this one right here, this wooden club. Shift F on that, and what we need to find now is a box of nails. That's exactly what I need right there. So we're just going to pull out all these nails. We're going to pull out a total of 18. So pretty much this whole box is going to get used. So take out. I would like to see an extra item in this drop down menu for take out all or empty. An empty button of some sort. Because doing that over and over and over and over and over and over again gets a little bit monotonous. I would very much prefer to see an empty all or empty by quantity. For example, you empty by quantity, it gives you a prompt for how many charges you want to take out of that certain item. You enter it, and then it gives you those 5, 6 to 18 items in one fell swoop, if you know what I mean. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. You just select how many you want to take out of, and it takes out the amount that you set. Right, Shift F, and there we go. There's a garden plot. There's a nice little garden plot. And now we can start thinking about growing things now as well, which is perfect because I will be farming in this series as well. I will be doing a little bit of farming. I will be doing some planting. We've already got some lettuce seeds, and we've got a bunch of other seeds as well in here somewhere. Hopefully we can actually get to that as well. Right! Okay. Now, let's go have some fun. Let's go find ourselves a vehicle. Let's go find ourselves something interesting to do. And before I do that, I need some nails. Do we have any nails? Nails. There we go. Take out a nail. And what we're going to do is we're going to craft a baseball bat with metal spikes. Or nails, sorry. Just with nails. This is one of my favourite melee weapons in the game. And I'm sure for a lot of other people, it's their favourite as well, because it's such an easy combination to kind of make. All you need is one nail and one baseball bat, and you can get yourselves a very, very disgusting looking melee weapon. See what I mean? Do you see what I mean? An absolute menace of a weapon. Anyway, that is the first floor of the base done, and a little farming plot. How about that? Right. What we're going to do is we're probably going to go to Bravo 2 town, because I think there might be a vehicle spawn over there. Why is my character always hungry? That explains a lot. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We just have to feed my character for 2 seconds. We'll eat these sardines. They'll taste a little bit funny. That's totally fine. That's totally alright. He shouldn't have a problem with it now, because it's already finished. Have some chocolate, some fishy chocolate. Very strange combination. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Going through, you know, like weight training and lifting weights and stuff like that, you do learn to... Oh, there's an MRE right there. That's a calorie blaster. You do learn a lot, especially about cutting and bulking and stuff like that, especially muscle groups and stuff like that. I've learned quite a considerable amount just by going to the gym for nearly, 10 weeks, 11 weeks or so. And, yeah, there's a big difference in my overall, my posture, my energy levels, and all that kind of stuff. It's been very beneficial. It's been a very beneficial thing to my overall health as well. And I don't think I'll stop. I think I'll keep going. I think I'm definitely going to keep going. I'll bulk up, be an absolute unit. Right. Now, we're gonna... I'm sorry. I said I was gonna leave. I'm so sorry. I need to quickly just put all this stuff in here, because there's no point carrying half of this stuff, because I just don't need it. Right. The reason why I don't need that pistol is because I don't have I don't have a magazine for it, so there's no point carrying it. There's no point having that pistol if it's got no magazine. I'll find the magazine when I'm out, more than likely, and it's probably better that I take the pistol with me. But if I bring the magazine back to the pistol and I'm still alive, it just means I'm coming home with a lot more loot and a lot more things that are going to be a lot more functional. You know what I mean? Using the HS9, like just one bullet at a time, is okay, it's fine. But I would much prefer having the magazine ready to go. Right. The route we are going is towards the World War II bunker of Bravo 3. And from this Bravo 3 World War II bunker, which is not the quarry by the way, it's up here. What we're going to do is we're going to run this direction, we're going to run up this road towards Bravo 2 town. Bravo 2 town has a couple of vehicle spawns. It can spawn a bicycle, it can spawn a motorcycle, or a dirt bike if you want to call it that. You should really call it a dirt bike because it is a dirt bike. But it also has spawns for potential Volkswagens, Leicas and Ragers as well. I'm going to break my legs. Anticipated that. Oops. I just couldn't do anything about it because I was in there. There was absolutely nothing I could do about that. Anyway, we're going to go there, we're going to see if we can try and find a vehicle. It doesn't matter what kind of vehicle it is, much preferably I would like to get something of the four-wheeled variety. If it needs to be built, it needs to be built, it will be a project. If it has an alternator, I will be so happy. If it doesn't have an alternator, I'm just going to put that thing straight in the bin. I'm not going to lie, I'm just going to put it straight in the bin. It's going to go straight in the bin. I refuse to find an alternator for half of these vehicles because an alternator for me is a death sentence. As you've probably seen from my multiplayer series when I tried to find an alternator and realised that, you know, sometimes pushing it in a relatively laggy server is not a good idea. And when I mean push it, I mean literally nudging it forwards or backwards. That's what I mean. I don't mean like pushing it with your character. I mean like actually nudging it forward. Right, we're going to go down here. We're going to have there's 45 ACP. There's a 1911 magazine, a slug shot, a Kar98K. We'll take the Kar98K because if we find an additional Kar98K, that could be quite good. An additional Kar98K, broken down for spare parts for one or the other. I think that would be quite good. Quite a good thing to have. Right, I'm going to search the trash here as well because sometimes... Oh, there's a crowbar. Sometimes you can find some good stuff. There's an HS9. I'm not going to bother picking it up. It's kind of dinked up. I'm going to take these M1 clips though, because the M1 clips, albeit they are kind of, you know, they're kind of yucky. They're kind of messed up. What you can do is you can repair them with a normal toolkit. Dead. Need to find his head. Where's his head? It's an armoured one as well. I'm just gonna avoid him actually if I can. These broadheads will destroy armoured puppets. But I'm not in the mood to get swarmed by a bunch of puppets right now. What I want to do is I want to start moving. I want to start getting myself moved over to Bravo 2 town. I missed it, went over his head. There we go, that one didn't. That one straight through his neck. Gonna keep my my vicinity open for right now until I can find this arrow. There, it's there. Perfect. Right, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run along the train tracks and see if we can find anything. Usually going along these train tracks you'll sometimes encounter some, like, you know, kind of areas that have got fruit growing on them. You can find a lot of these different bushes here. These bushes will give you, what are these called again? Rose hips. So you can find and eat rose hips if you're struggling for food. I personally wouldn't stop and eat them because they don't sustain you for very long. It's not a very good source of food. But if you're in a bit of a pickle, if you're in a bit of a tight squeeze, and you're kind of running for your life, yeah, definitely go for it. Go for it. Just go for it. You know what else we've not touched in a while? The mushrooms. We've not touched mushrooms in a wee while, and for good reason. We don't touch the mushrooms here. We don't touch them. We know what they do. Everybody in this channel knows what they do, but for any of you newbies out there, particular mushrooms have very interesting hallucinogenic properties about them. And yes, you can in fact trip balls in this game. You can indeed trip balls, major balls, to the point where, in fact, I'm not going to spoil it. What I will say, there are 3 stages of hallucinations before the 4th stage of hallucinations, which is just blanket death. You just die. You're just dead. Gone. Poof. Finito. You know what I mean? Stage 1, Stage 2 and Stage 3 are very entertaining. My recommendation to you guys is if you do the mushrooms, if you do mushrooms in the game, try and keep some activated charcoal on you. Because if you do get to Stage 3 and it doesn't stop, and it's still not stopping, you want to gun as much activated charcoal as possible, or at least try and get your character to vomit. That way they get rid of the mushrooms and your system stops metabolizing those hallucinogenic properties as well, and basically poison. So I believe there's also a way to spike, I believe it's vegetable soup in this game. I don't know if it's still in the game. It was covered a while ago by Casual War Dog. He actually, I don't know if it was he that discovered this, but if you mixed these particular mushrooms in with soups that you can make in the game, you could essentially, you could make your friends trip out without them even knowing that they've consumed, you know, hallucinogenic mushrooms, magic mushrooms and stuff like that. And the other thing as well is, some people went as far as, like, I wouldn't say as far, but in fact, would I say they went as far? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But some folk went to the length of obviously giving it to their rivals, or giving it to random players and just watching them freak out, because these players had never obviously encountered that part of the game, or that kind of thing that can happen within the game, which is where your Hunter 85, yuck, where your character actually goes into a hallucinogenic state, and then they're like, what do we do? And they end up getting, like, drugged to Stage 4 of hallucinogenic drugs, and that's it. They're dead, and whoever gave them the very nice soup has just suddenly, oh, I've got your kit now. I've got your stuff now. So yeah, there's I believe it's still in the game. If it's not in the game anymore and they've patched it out, it'd be a wee bit of a shame, because that's actually quite funny. Because in my mind, there's a person out there, maybe Casual War Dog himself, there's a person out there who has made a base, and his base has been raided, or her base has been raided, and the raiders have encountered an issue of hunger and thirst, and they have discovered that these people that they have raided have indeed been making quite nice meals. They've got their own little fridge. The fridge is locked. They burst it open. They've got a bunch of meals sitting there that are very high in calories, and they also benefit you in terms of energy as well, so your stamina recovery is a lot quicker. My little picture that I'm painting here is that they all sit around this campfire with all these dead former players that were defending their home, and they're casually eating these vegetable soups, and just from the moment they all go to sleep to the moment they never wake up again is just a scene of just pure dread. They've just been completely mullered in their sleep by these hallucinogenic drugs, just foaming into the mouth and just on seats and stuff like that. They've added to the corpse pile. That's what's just in my head. That's the picture that I have in my head. Like, these raiders that they've done, they've destroyed these people's lives. They've taken other survivors' lives. They've taken their base. Their goods are now theirs, and as a reward, they sit down to eat the meals that they were probably prepared for that night, not to only find out that they've been spiked and potentially killed. It would be a really cool twist to like a little short movie, wouldn't it? It'd be a really cool little twist, wouldn't it? You know, like you see this opening scene where it's like this ramshackled slumlord base, and it's been attacked by these guys in like plate carriers and M16s, AK-15s and stuff like that. Oh, excuse me, I yawned there. That was a big yawn. And essentially, it goes from this like action-packed like thriller where people are dying all around you, and it's just unbelievable carnage, only for the people that were responsible for the attack to just suddenly die. And to what? And you're only left with a question of, what did they eat the night before? And it's these bowls that have a soup or some sort of liquidated food material that's inside them, but the corners and the sides of the bowls are all coated with just the blackest black sludge that you could ever think of. Dink! Good try, loser. You got shafted. I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna take these grapes. Carrot seeds. Yep. Sweet melon seeds. Oh yeah. More sweet melon seeds. I'm all about the sweet melons. Construction or rubber booties. Some bolts. What have we got in here? We've got some cherry seeds. What I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to quickly repair this. I'm actually going to use these toolboxes right now. I'm going to repair these clips right here. I'm going to repair them. Okay, that can only go to 50%. That one can probably only go to 50% as well. No, it didn't even go to 50%. It didn't even repair it. 41%. That's good. Let's see if we can get that to 50. 100%. That's good. That's very good. Right. Well, there's only 4 uses of that, and that's freed up my... that's certainly freed up my inventory space now. Perfect. We are going to eat these. We're just going to eat all these grapes. We'll get a little sweet treat. A wee sweet treat. A wee sweet tooth. And then we'll head out. Yeah, again. We'll head out towards the town itself. I'm going to move these seeds down into my spawn, I think. Same with these ones. So we've got the spawn seed bag. Can we turn these into... No, we can't. It'd be good if we could also, like, have potential grapes being grown in our farms and stuff like that. Starting your own personal vineyard, or... Do you know what I would like to see in the game? I'd like to see an apiary. If you don't know what an apiary is, it's basically a bee box. And you can produce honey. I'd really like to try and produce honey in this game, because I'd also like to try and brew or ferment mead. That would be pretty cool. I don't know about you guys. I'm not trying to be a Viking. I just like the taste of mead. Mead's lovely. Mead is a lovely drink. It's just honey wine. It's beautiful. I love it. It's so good. Oh! Hold on a second. A drop? I didn't even realise the drop was coming. I thought... well, actually... The drop down here probably exploded, and it's been long enough for the game to be like, right, time for a new drop. So what we'll do is we'll try and get to this, we'll try and get to the town. Where is that, actually? It's on the south side of the town. That'll be on the hill. On the south side of this town. In fact, there it's right there. You can see the hill. You can see the formation of it. Right there. You can see the formation of the hill. So what we'll do is we'll just pass through this forest here, and we'll see if we can find any sort of screwdrivers. I don't know if I want to take anything out of this drop. There could be something really, really good in it, you never know. But at the same time, I'm more focused on... Oh, excuse me. More focused on bloody yawning all over the shop. Oh, what is going on here? Right, I'm more focused on getting a vehicle today, or at least trying to find a vehicle. A drop right now would be really, really cool. I wouldn't mind a drop, but I would much prefer having a vehicle, or knowing that there's a vehicle here that I can try and build up. character is currently breathing out his backside. That noise that you can hear, that that little whistle, that's my backside. Right. 28%, 38%. Stamina, we should be alright. We should be good. We should be alright. Right, if there's going to be any vehicles, the vehicles are going to be somewhere in these things. And them things. So, first we'll have a little look through these. I spy no vehicle, which is a wee bit of a shame. So, first garage down, no vehicle. The worst case scenario is I don't find a vehicle this episode. The next episode we go and get ourselves a plane. That is the fallback. That is the fallback for having a vehicle right now. Having a vehicle right now would be really, really good. It'd be just so beneficial. There's quite a few garages here, so what we're going to do is we're going to check all of them. Not before the puppets get a little bit aggroed. Not before the puppets get aggroed, that's fine. I don't think they're that angry. Nah, they must not be that angry. Alright, there's a gas can. A bobby pin. We've got a diary. We could make ourselves an improvised anti-stab vest. Or stab-proof vest, if you want to call it that. Another one here. Another big gas canister, which is good. We've got some more bolts here. More gunpowder. Lots of gunpowder in this area. There is another garage over this direction. I believe it's behind those two buildings right there. So go over and check that as well. We're basically just checking all the areas where a car can potentially be. Alright, there's nothing in here, but we've got a Rager back door left. We've got a boombox. We've got some lockpicking equipment, which is really good to have. A fishing reel. I'm going to take that because we will be doing some fishing on... Oh, yes, we will be doing some fishing. It's dropped. It's dropped, and we do have the means to try and lockpick 3. We can only do 3. That's okay. That's fine. Zonked right in the heart. Right. Let's see if we can do this. I know we're supposed to be doing a vehicle. He just jumped out of that top window. There we go. I'm going to put this in here. Because I feel like it's going to be a detriment to me if I'm not careful. Alright, that's all the puppets spawned in. You saw them all rattle in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the clearest area for us to take them out. So there's 3 on the left. There's 2 right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to line that shot up. Dead. Hit. That was a hit. He's dead. Miss. Hit. Dead. Oh, not dead. Dead. Cool. Just have to watch these bushes right here. Because they're hiding. There's the orange right there. Right, he's dead. I didn't mean to lose that arrow. Don't call your pals. Where are you? Dead. Good stuff. Good stuff. The more we can take out, the better. Right, am I on the right side? I'm on the wrong side. This is fine. We need to pick up our arrows from these guys as well. Dead. How are you not dead? Just being very careful here. Dead. Perfect. I think we've cleared it. I think we might have cleared it. I think we have. I think we've cleared it. Oh, I don't like it when that happens. I'm gonna do the left side. Left side, and then we'll vamos. That was almost a perfect. That was a perfect one there. Almost a perfect one right there. That could have been perfect as well. Right, let's see what we've got. Are we in favour? Oh, we are in favour. We are in favour. Good. AKS 74U. Oh, bingo. Oh, yes, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Right, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take 2 of these actually. I'm gonna take those. Well, I'm happy. I'm a happy boy. Very happy boy right now. Very, very happy boy right now. That is a lot. That is a lot of stuff right there. We've got an RIS adapter for anything that's got like a dovetail mount. So we're talking about like AK-47, AKM, AKS-74U, AS-VAL, VSS. What else can we attach this to? I think there's only one more that we can attach this thing to. RPK. RPK. That's the other thing that we can attach that to. I didn't fully search over here to see if... Oh, fuck. Oh, wow. Haha, fool. There we go. Cool. Happy. I'm happy with that. Cool. Losers. Right. Aye, the RPK is the other weapon that we can put an RIS adapter onto. Oh shit. I'm trying not to wake up more puppets here, but it seems to be a very difficult task for me. Right. Did I search in here? I didn't search in there, but I can already see that there's nothing in here. That's unfortunate. But the upside of today's episode is we've got a lot done at the base. I got a lot done at the base. Got a good portion of it started off screen, which is I don't mind doing that. But at the same time, I also know you guys don't like me doing that sometimes as well. I kind of like to showcase as much of the game as possible to obviously new players or people that are maybe lost or maybe stuck with something particular. Maybe something in this video will help you try and overcome that. I don't know. Some people just watch this for the entertainment value. I don't know. Some people learn things. But I'll try and include as much as possible in these episodes. As I said, I don't like to make the episodes all building, because if it's all building, it's boring. It does get boring. It gets boring for me. It gets boring for other people watching, and I don't like making stuff that's boring. I like making stuff that like other people might like. Like I would like to know about, like, you know, lockpicking and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm not the best at it, but I can definitely show you it. I'm not perfect at it. I can't lockpick player locks, but I can definitely lockpick the locks that are in this game. At least the generated ones on, you know, like the secure containers inside, you know, the drops and stuff like that. I can definitely showcase that. But when it comes to player locks, I'm the last person you want to ask about that, because I am not good at it. I'm terrible at it. I don't succeed that much in it, and I know for a fact it's down to practice. If I did practice a little bit more, I'd probably get a little bit more out of it. I just never find the time to need to lockpick someone else's stuff. When I play multiplayer, I tend to play by myself or with a couple of people that I know, and usually they'll randomly discover it, or if we want a vehicle, we'll try and buy one, or we'll try and build one up from a chassis or something like that. we don't tend to lockpick a lot. Well, that's not true actually. I know a few people in my group that would probably be happy to lockpick, but I'm just not good at it. That's the bottom line. I'm just not good at it. I'm good at everything else. Like, if you want me to snipe at people, I can snipe people. I'm not the most professional sniper of this game, but I'd like to say I'm okay at it. When it comes to using the bow, though, you can count on me. I'll use the bow. I'll hit my targets. I'll hit my targets. Right, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run back home. I'm probably gonna do a cutaway here to try and get me back home like just as quick as possible. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to find a vehicle in Bravo 2. The next area that I want to maybe go to is Bravo, like the top right hand corner of Bravo 2, top left hand corner of Bravo 1. Let's try and get an airplane next episode. But for right now, I'm gonna run my ass home because I've got some stuff to put away. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you back at the base in 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, now that I've made it back, we can finally get this stuff all stored up. I'm quite excited to see if I've actually got an AKS. I believe in the previous episode we did pick up an AKS 74U. Let me just double check that actually. Did we pick up an AKS? I don't think we did. Unless we did pick up an AKS and I'm just losing my goddamn mind. It doesn't seem as though we have an AKS present with us, but it's okay. Because now, we've got the means to facilitate one, at least in terms of ammo and stuff like that. We've got all the things that we need. So we've got the magazines, we've got the ammo, we've got it all. We've got, put that ammo pack there, that ammo pack there, that ammo pack there, and we'll just move that out the road. So we know exactly where the things that we're going to use on the next weapon are. The AKS-74U is going to be right here. We've got some Garand clips. They'll be going in here. They'll be getting fitted in. We've got ourselves a little fishing reel as well. I don't remember picking up any fishing line, but if we do have any fishing line, I'm certainly going to do a little bit of fishing in this here series. And we've also got plenty of crowbars, which means we can start bursting open locks and stuff like that instead of using our small screwdrivers or our big screwdrivers. Lots of cool stuff to come. Lots of really cool stuff to come. Where did I put my bank? Ah, there it's there. Okay, so we've got 150 here, and we've got a few extra rounds somewhere else. We've got a Block 21. We've got a Block 21 magazine. Do we have the ammo? We should have picked up a lot of 45 ACP. We did. Perfect. We've now got a working block. Oh. Right. Can I just say before we close out today's episode, I love this gun. I genuinely love the Block 21. I love this gun to bits. It's such a good gun. It's such a fantastic weapon. Oh, we've not got enough space for all this stuff. Okay, we need to make room. Oh, we do have room. My thing's just been stupid. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'll continue my train of thought in just a second here as soon as I get this into here. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, I love the Block 21. Block 21 is one of my favourite handguns in the game, mainly because of the amount of the ammo capacity, and the fact that it's 45 ACP, aka, to my American audience, the Lord's Caliber. Now, I love the gun itself. I love the gun itself because it's so cool looking. Even though it's a little dinked up, the one that I've got is a little bit dinky, it's a little bit dirty, but I love it. I love this gun to bits. I love this gun. I love the sights on it as well. It's like one of my favourite sights in the game. What's the way that they do this? Where they look, I think it's our it's either our armed forces or our armed police. The way that they describe it is you put the ball in the basket, and as soon as the ball is in the basket, you can loose a shot, because technically you're lined up. That, like, the ball is inside the basket, it's in the middle of the basket. That's your center point to fire, and that's where you'll hit. I can't remember if that's true or not. It might be true. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a fun episode. We've done a little bit of building, we did a little bit of exploring, we did a little bit of lockpicking. The next episode, we're going to try and get ourselves a plane. So next episode, I'll probably start around the, maybe around the firing range. I'll make my way there off camera. I'll definitely bypass the World War II bunker that's over here in Bravo 2. So I might start the next episode with potentially some loot. I might start with a little bit of loot. Maybe a Mosin, a Kar 98K, a DT11B. It might be anything. It could be absolutely anything. I will be taking the Block 21 with me, and we will be hitting up the airfield here. We'll be trying to get ourselves a plane. As soon as we get that plane, we are going to fly that plane over to the scrapyard, because over in the scrapyard there are things that I can pretty much empty into the plane and drag all the way over to Alpha Zero Trader and trade them up for additional money. That way, if I do die, I will have a gold card, I will have gold, and I will have the ability to spawn back at my base, because that is perfect. Having the ability to spawn back at my base is a perfect thing. And because it's in a central location, well, kind of central location, the central location in this map is actually Bravo 2, but we're in a good location because we're connected via a road to very, very, very good POIs, like for, I mean, the naval base, for God's sake. If I want to pick up some airplane repair kits, there's an airfield right here. If I want to do any sort of skulking around towns, we've got Alpha 4 town, Bravo 3 town, we've got Alpha 2 town, we've got Bravo 2 town. Close to us as well is a normal bunker, an abandoned bunker here, an abandoned bunker right here, an abandoned bunker right here. We've got 3 abandoned bunkers and a normal bunker close at hand. They're all very close. They're all very close within proximity of me. We've also got the quarries as well, which means we can get toolkits galore. Again, perfect. And if we just go south, we can hit the coast and we can do a little bit of sea fishing, which means we can get like tunas and stuff like that. And sardines. It's great. It's a great little location. I love this little location. I'm glad I chose this place. And the next thing we'll probably do is probably get this farm started as well, because it's looking very vacant. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching today. This has been a lot of fun. I hope you've enjoyed it as well, and if you have, leave a thumbs up on this video. Tell me what you think in the comments below. That as well. If you've been enjoying this series and you've still not subscribed, please consider subscribing, ring the little bell, you stay up to date with videos just like this, as well as a Sunday night live stream, which starts between 6 and 7 PM UK. That's GMT time, by the way, for everybody wondering. We go for about 3 or 4 hours playing Scum, Stalker, and a variety of other games. As well as that, we also I also like to include Warhammer 40k mini painting, or 30k, which is the Horus Heresy, because I'm a big fan of it, and I thoroughly enjoy that pastime of painting and building my minis. I like to build and I like to paint. It's always good fun. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my character apparently needs to piss himself, and to be honest with you, I probably do too as well, because I'm going to the gym. Alright, so I hope you all have a lovely day. Hope you enjoy the episode. And as always, I've been Mr. Feudal. I'll see you all another time.